Am I addicted to my phone? Are you addicted to your phone? 12 months ago, I went on a digital detox. I got rid of my mobile phone, social media and all digital communication, including email. I'd had enough of all the different platforms: WhatsApp, Instagram, text message, email, Zoom, Facebook Messenger, tweets. It was all making me feel crazy.
We're sorry, the number you have reached is not in service.
So that's when I decided to send my phone 10,000 miles away to Australia. This experiment was meant to last for 30 days. But things didn't really go to plan. Here's my phone. I'm about to put it in this box and send it to Australia. I feel really nervous. Not only is it pretty much a brand new iPhone 11 Pro, but also how I speak with my family and how I connect with my friends, how I see what people are up to. There it is. Now you and me are off to the post office. I'd like to send that to Australia. There's a mobile phone. What have I done? So at this point you might be thinking, why did you send your phone all the way to Australia, LT? Why didn't you just give it to a friend? And then I was going to bury it in my mum's garden, like the unlazy way, but that's copying, and I could have just dug it up when I wanted to. That's when I came up with the idea. There would be no way I could get it back, even if I wanted to. I added a story to Instagram asking if anyone lived in Australia. I got a reply from a lady called Elsa. She lived in Adelaide. I had no idea who she was. I checked out her profile and she had 2 dogs, Sadie and Badger, and that was enough reassurance for me. And that's that. I no longer had a mobile phone. How would I cope? And would this total stranger actually send it back to me? Here's my life without a mobile phone for what should have been 30 days. My mind is just going all over the place at the minute. I still had to work during this experiment, so I had my mum's landline reconnected. I also had a work email address which only 2 people had, my boss and his PA. I really didn't want to lose my job. I blocked all social media sites on my laptop and deleted Zoom, Skype and my email app. The only way people could contact me was on my landline or in person. During my breaks, I'd grab my phone, hit the Instagram button, and I suppose it was my way of justifying like a relax from work. Before this, I never thought that I'd used my phone excessively. I never used it in bed. I had most notifications turned off and my phone was mostly on silent, but I used social media every day. I'd kid myself that being online was a way for me to learn, get inspired or feel motivated. But digital consumption would end up making me feel quite inadequate. And that surprises me because I've got quite a high self-esteem. Now, without a phone, I realised how much I actually used it. Eating lunch, to fill the time whilst waiting for a friend, and even when I went for a walk. I'm sitting waiting for my mum and my instinct would be to grab my phone and entertain myself for those few minutes. I'd probably go onto Instagram, check out some stories, do a few thumb scrolls. Actually, I could just sit here. What a bizarre thought. Just sitting, waiting. When the phone rang, I didn't know who it was. It was like going back to the 1980s. Do you remember 1471?
To return the call, press 3.
It's just crazy to think that my phone is coming off of an aeroplane. Before, that thought would have worried me, but genuinely, I'm not worried at all because this last week has been so heavenly. The days seem to last for ages. Just ticking things off of my list to do, just going through it, and then I look at the time and it's only 3 p.m. I've got so much more time left in the day. Recently, when I've been on my little afternoon stroll, I'll just reach for my phone, check up on social media, see what my friends are doing. But then I can't do that right now. So it's making me realise when I was on my walk, I wasn't on my walk because I was just staring into my phone and I was kind of kidding myself. I'm on my afternoon walk, I'm getting my fresh air, and the scrolling on social media, it almost made the walk void. And I didn't actually have time to just reflect on how I felt and checking in with myself. Now would be a good time to explain dopamine and the design of social media. Dopamine is the hormone that drives us to want more. More food, a work promotion, a better car, expensive clothes, that kind of stuff. You know that feeling when the delivery driver knocks at the door and you've been waiting for a parcel and you can't wait to open it. That feeling of anticipation is dopamine, but it soon passes and it can leave us wanting more. It's the same with drug addiction, sex, shopping, and social media. It's designed to be addictive.
Houston, we have a problem. I want to pay for something on PayPal and it needs me to authenticate by either calling me or texting me on a phone that I haven't got. So I won't be using PayPal.
It seems that I may not have thought everything through. Like parking my car, I've got to make sure that I've got enough change to get a ticket, because usually I just do it on the app on my phone. I also missed speaking with certain people. Speaking on the landline wasn't quite the same. In hindsight, I probably should have forked out the extra cash and got a cordless phone. And it was quite tricky to keep up to date with friends, because usually I'd see their updates on social media and suddenly I felt quite out of the loop. I kind of can't believe that I've survived this long. It's a little bit tricky not having emails. Can't live the rest of my life on a landline. Maybe I can. I'm not sure if we've got a situation on our hands. The delivery said it would take between 5 and 7 days. We haven't received that message yet. Today was the first time where I just felt a little bit nervous. When I met friends, they'd say, "Where's your phone?" I'd say, "It's in Australia." "You didn't actually send it there, did you?" "Of course I did."
Hey Laura, quick parcel this morning. Mobile phone in it. I'll send it back to you in a few weeks. Enjoy your peace and quiet without it.
Hi Maggie, yes the phone has landed and it's taken its first trip to the beach.
No! Is that my phone?
Oh yeah, it's sitting in the desk. She's got a sense of humour, isn't she?
What? Look! The past couple of days, I feel as though I don't really know what's going on, especially in my friends' lives. I feel really reset and I feel ready to get back to communications, even emails actually. I'm dying to log into my emails and see what's going on. The experiment should have really been up by now. I genuinely wonder if this is a sustainable way to live, because I seem to be surviving.
It was during this time I managed to get myself a new client. I can't believe that it happened. The company director called my mum's landline and we did a consultation and they hired me. Unbelievable.
What? Oh. I've just received a postcard from Australia. Dear Laura, having a lovely time in the Adelaide sunshine. Spring has sprung and I'm enjoying the time away from social media pressures. Do you miss me? Wish you were here. Love from your iPhone. With 6 kisses. I wonder when I'm going to get it back. And I wonder how I'm going to feel.
National average for phone usage is 5 hours a day, 35 hours a week, which totals to over 2 months of the year. With all this extra time, I was finally able to focus on the things that I wanted to do.
This Friday, I've got scheduled that my phone's going to come back. And when I saw that pop up, it actually filled me with dread. I feel a bit nervous about being plugged in again. I've got some serious thinking to do.
My phone was only meant to be away for 30 days, but because of coronavirus, there were delays in shipping. After thinking every delivery driver had my phone,
Is that a delivery driver?
it arrived back after 66 days.
No way! And just to prove it has come from Australia.
I was so nervous about opening the box, it took me 2 days to do it.
I've been 68 days without a mobile phone. I don't know if I'm ready. This is the hardest box to ever get into. Oh, that is so cute. This is so amazing. This whole experiment has just been so incredible. Elsa, thank you so much. Look. No way! That is wild. I've got a little card.
Elsa wrote me the most wonderful 4-page letter.
Sometimes I forget how beautiful it is here, so this was a lovely opportunity to explore my area and enjoy all the sights and sounds of Adelaide.
Which then proceeded to make me cry.
It really does give me faith in humanity when someone trusts you with such a precious item. All the best for the future projects. Enjoy your iPhone. Lots of love, Elsa, Francis and Sadie and Badger. Here goes. I'm going to turn my phone on after 68 days.
I ended up with 1,170 notifications.
634 emails. I've dug myself into a bit of a hole there.
It took another 5.5 weeks to log into social media. I was 105 days without it. So what happened as a result of this wild experiment? To be honest, I can't quite believe it. Get ready, the list is quite long. My sleep improved, my anxiety disappeared, my brain felt fixed. Productivity went through the roof in terms of eating well, exercising, getting up early and creativity. I had more energy, I repaired my relationship with my mum, some friends and myself. I felt calmer and more content. This is a line from day 39 of my journal. I'm not experiencing mood swings and not wishing for more. And this is just scratching the surface. As a result of all of those things, I was able to do more cooking, read more books. I ate well, gave up sugar, I trimmed down and lost some excess body fat, my skin improved, shopping habits reduced, my self-care was high, clarity of thought improved. I was able to listen to people more and show understanding. And I also did a 7-day fast, something that I'd wanted to do for ages, but because my brain was so full and I felt so crazy at the time, I knew I wouldn't have the focus to do it. One of my favourites was during this time I started a new career, and most of all I learnt to be present. And you might say, come on LT, that's a massive long list just from not using your phone, but it all came down to more time and more headspace, which is exactly what this tiny device can suck away. So what's the plan for the future, and have I changed the way I use my phone? It's been 12 months since I got my phone back, and I've waited this long to make the video because I wanted to give the long-term results of this incredible experiment. Instead of the phone being at my side each day, it now lives downstairs in a drawer while I work upstairs. I don't have the social media apps on my phone anymore. If I want to post, I have to reinstall the app. Nor do I have the email app on my phone or my laptop. If I want to check my emails, I have to purposefully search for it. And by the way, this isn't me saying that mobile phones, social media and dopamine are bad. Far from. This is me sharing my experience and saying that the way that I used to use my phone didn't make me feel great. And I realised that there'll be some people watching who can't or don't want to do something as extreme as this. But my goal is to nudge you in the right direction if using technology, especially social media and a mobile phone, isn't making you feel great. Ideas and creativity are infinite, but our time and energy aren't. We need to use them wisely. This experiment has been truly life-changing, and I hope you've enjoyed it and found some value in it. So I have published my journal from the experiment. I put it on my blog, which I've linked in the description box. And if you want to learn more about the effects of dopamine, then I really recommend this book. Such a great book. I've linked that in the description box too. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you at the next video.
I'm not sure anyone has ever done this before, and it might become a thing. I don't think it will become a thing, but if you ever want to send your phone to Australia, I will answer all of your questions.